Why is my pregnancy belly so low?
Remember that a low pregnancy belly can change to a high one as the kid flips and somersaults throughout the pregnancy.
I know. That's why you can be wide one day and high the next.
The kid may look low today because it is essentially horizontal, instead of head up or butt up, making you look high.
What else could make my pregnancy belly look so low?
I'll tell you now that a low belly does not mean you are having one gender or the other.
I know that, and not because I peed on household cleaners either.
When you're pregnant for the first time, the pregnant belly seems more compact or low simply because the muscles have not all stretched out.
I'm not going to get pregnant again to test your theory.
Your pregnancy will show sooner too, if you did not have tight abs.
Unfortunately, now is not the time to try to develop them.
As the baby develops, you'll often see the pregnancy bump settle. The kid should settle into the pelvis before you go into labor.
It is a little too soon for that.
The baby can still settle head down into the pelvis as you walk, since muscle and bone motion while walking is designed to encourage that.
If we had a great design, I would not be sitting in classes talking about the work involved in pushing a bowling ball out a straw.
That's because the baby sits in the pelvis and has to fit around the pelvic bones.
I know the pelvis expands as the kid grows, with the first pregnancy. Does that cause the baby to sink lower?
Nominally, but a little.
In other words, not enough to make a difference like what I'm seeing.
If you were having twins or triplets, the belly would be lower because the uterus cannot contain it closer to the body.
If I was having twins, I would not be asking about why I was carrying low, but asking where to find a girdle to help carry the mass.
Heavier babies can cause you to carry lower, though we're talking a 10-pounder versus a 7-pounder.
I'd be afraid of a 10-pounder. I do not want the birthing story to rival the guy's big fish stories.
The difference is that you have a kid you can guilt trip with when this is all over.
Anything else?
If you are suddenly carrying low and having back pain or muscle spasms you did not have yesterday, you may be in labor.